In most instances, you qualify for a policy based on health, age, and underwriting. The way in which insurance works is that you fill out a full application if that particular policy warrants it, because there actually are policies that don't warrant a full underwriting application. But for sake of this, we're talking about full underwriting where your age, your health, your financial position are all taken into consideration by an insurance carrier to approve or decline your policy. This is based on the contract itself. An insurance policy is a contract, and those contracts are succinct. The owner of the policy can be separate from the insured, is separate from the beneficiary, or the owner and the insured can be one and the same. For most instances, the owner and the insured are the same people. But you can also design an insurance policy where the owner is different than the insured, and the owner could also be the beneficiary. Beneficiary is actually the person who benefits from the policy if something happens to the insured. The owner is the person who actually pays for the policy and controls the money in the policy. So we can create an application based off of those parameters that would benefit you most and your family. Based on insurance policies and the tax code 7702, or in a lot of instances they call it tax code 770, as long as a policy is construed insurance, because as we talk about whole life and cash value policies, they do a lot of things inside them, like earn interest, allow you to use the funds in the policy. The companies allow you to use the funds in the policies tax-free because the policies are designed for the beneficiary. And in essence, as you have money out tax-free, which is based off of the cash value of the policy, then if that money's out and the insured pass away, then that money is just deducted from the face value of the policy or whatever the death benefit is of that policy. But in essence, the owner can use that money tax-free. Well, when I say tax-free, I mean the insurance company allows you to use those funds that are collateralized against your cash value. They basically loan you money from their general fund. Well, legacy is basically what you put insurance in place for. Legacy is to actually protect your estate. Legacy is to protect your family. Legacy is the benefit or what the beneficiary gets because they receive those funds tax-free. So insurance is designed to build legacy, just based on what it is itself, insurance. And so when you do that, you create a legacy for your family. Now, what we like to do is also create a trust. And that trust has the insurance policy in it so that your family members actually do with the money what you want them to do with the money and potentially create second generations of wealth. Well, again, when you have cash value in a whole life policy, you have the opportunity to borrow against that cash value based on the terms of your policy. Insurance companies do not stipulate what you can use that money for. So again, you can use that money to pay off bills, and then you would pay yourself back in the policy. You could use that money to make a purchase of another asset. Some people may use it to purchase real estate. You can use that money to buy a car, take a vacation. Insurance companies do not stipulate what you use the money for, but just as long as you know the terms and the agreement of borrowing money from the insurance company based off of your policy, then you know that also paying the money back into your policy allows you to use it again. Well, most loans are structured in their repayment. Most loans are considered structured, and what that means is that they give you 30 days to make a payment. It's like a credit card. Every 30 days you need to make some type of payment to keep that account open. With insurance, the loans that you receive are unstructured. Remember, we say insurance loans come off of the death benefit if something were to happen to the insured. So what you really look at when you look at loans from an insurance policy being unstructured is that you decide how and how much you want to pay back to the policy. We always encourage you to make those payments so that you can again use that money. Well, we'll say that if a person decides to take money from their policy to take a vacation, let's just use vacation as an example. You'll get the money from the insurance company, and then when you come back from your vacation, you decide how you want to make those payments, or if you want to make those payments at all. But if you're going to make the payments back to the company, then you can make it every month. You can make it every other month. You can make it every third month. You can stagger the amounts. That's what we mean when we say unstructured repayments of the loan. The goal is to get the money back in so you can use it again and go on a vacation the following year. So you make the payments how you want. That's what gives you the ability to control money. It gives you the ability to pay off bills and also be able to put yourself in a position to put that money back when those funds come back to you. Well, I'll say to you that all whole life products can be different. Particular whole life products may have different interest rates because they are participating. Participating in normal situations mean that you are a part of the company as a policy holder. And so those particular products allow for earning interest on your money. The other piece to that is that you can get a potential non-guaranteed dividend, again, if you're a policy holder with a company such as a mutual company that allows you to own, just like stock, but within an insurance company. Most of these companies have what is called a non-guaranteed dividend that they put on top of your account at the end of a calendar year or at some point during the year. These policies that we're discussing today can vary, and they're also custom. So it's based on what a client puts into the policy and based on the kind of debt that they have outstanding. So you build or you capitalize that policy with funds, and then you borrow against it, and then you pay off the financed debt or the interest-bearing debt that you might have outside of the policy. then you are freeing up cash flow to be able to pay your policy back, the funds you use to pay off the interest-bearing debt. We've talked in a previous question about unstructured loans and also the ability to use the cash value loans in any way possible. So you can decide that I don't want to keep paying interest to my credit card company, for an example. I'd rather pay and earn interest in my insurance policy, which belongs to you. The new normal in terms of insurance, again, is based on the preconception of what you think insurance is. What makes it a new normal is your education about all of the aspects of life insurance that are allowed that may benefit you. So the question really is that, let's start to learn all the aspects and then apply it to your life. Create a financial foundation using insurance in addition to the financial foundation that you currently have. It gives you another option. It gives you another objective to meet. It gives you the freedom of managing or controlling money based on the loan opportunity. And so the new normal is putting something in place that also doesn't affect credit and also doesn't affect debt, except for when you pay debt off with the insurance policy. So, it certainly can be a new normal if you apply it to your particular situation properly. And there are all sorts of tax benefits when it comes to using life insurance. One of the things clearly is that life insurance does not get counted when it comes to your Social Security. Life insurance does not get counted on the FAFSA application for college financial aid. So there are various things that life insurance benefits you with that you should learn about that may affect your life positively. And the preconception that life insurance is just for funerals, that's what we're taking out the window and creating a new normal. Well, as you know, where we live, credit scores are very important to how you finance or how you move. What we're inserting in your life is a savings tool that also allows you to borrow against it. But the qualification for it is just your health and your age, as well as the various underwriting criteria that's on the application. But credit score does not come into play. So when you insert that option, along with what you're normally used to doing, you have some more flexibility. The flexibility to actually use something outside of the credit system. And in most instances, if you use it properly, it'll help you build your credit. If you're not financing everything that you do, and you're borrowing from your own policy, and you don't have to make payments every 30 days, then it allows you to control how you spend on what you purchase and how you pay back the things that you owe. In this instances, you're just paying back yourself.